Hey guys, it's me Udav Saraswat. Welcome to another video of my channel. Today we are going to cover what is unboxing, autoboxing and wrapper classes. So this is a very famous interview question if you are giving interview for Java. So it's most probably they will ask about unboxing, autoboxing and wrapper classes. So let us learn about them. Let us start with autoboxing. So let's say we have defined a primitive data type such as char and we have given that a value of a, and now we have created one more data type which is a wrapper class, character wrapper class, and we have directly assigned that primitive value to this particular wrapper class object. So what is going to happen is this particular primitive value will get converted to this wrapper class value automatically by Java itself. So that particular thing is called autoboxing. So what autoboxing is? Autoboxing is the conversion of primitive data types of objects of their corresponding wrapper classes is known as autoboxing. Okay, I hope that is clear. So let's move on to unboxing. So unboxing is exactly opposite of this. So what happened in this is that primitive data type got converted to a wrapper class data type. Now that wrapper class data type will get converted to primitive data type, and that will be called unboxing. So in the same example, we define new a data type called char, which is a primitive data type, and we have assigned this wrapper class value to this particular primitive data type, and now again automatically it will get converted to that primitive value. So this is called unboxing. Unboxing is the process of automatically conversion of wrapper class object to its corresponding primitive type. Okay, so that is what unboxing is. Now there is a concept of integer caching in Java. If you are aware of that or not, let us cover it. So if we are so like in we for string we are having string pools. If we create a new string, that value will get added into the string pool, and again if you are going to create a new string with the same value, then new string will not be created. That particular reference will be referring to that value in the string pool. Okay, so like that we are also having an integer caching in Java, where that so in which minus 128 to 127 values are cached for byte, short, integer, and long classes. This particular range is cached, and if you are using values from here, it will be used from the same reference. So, for example, we are having integer I1 is equals to 1, integer I2 is equals to 1, and we are giving I1 is equals to I2, then it is true, which is a wrapper class. This particular data type is of wrapper class. And so, from where this particular equal to will be valid? From minus 128 to 127, because in this particular range only one value will be created and all the values will be referring to those particular value. Let's say if you created 1, so 1 will be created into a cache box, and this I1 reference will also be referring to that particular same value, and I2 will also be referring to that particular same value. That's why it came to be true. And if let's say you give a value of 129, so 129 is outside of our range of 127. So I1 is equal to 129, I2 is equal to 129, and I1 is equal to I2. So this will give false now. Okay. So that is the concept of integer caching in Java. So what are wrapper classes? As in the above example we discussed, wrapper classes are the classes which are we can say wrap the primitive data types. So for example, for int we are having integer, for long we are having long. So like that we are having wrapper classes. So what is the use of wrapper classes? So as we know, Java is not completely a object oriented programming language because of this existence of primitive data types. So to make that compatible, they also provided a wrapper classes where we can convert that int value, primitive value, into object itself. So these wrapper classes are object classes, so we can be dealing with the objects directly instead of the primitive data type. Okay, like that we are having for such as integer class we are having, which is a wrapper class. It provides us methods such as pass int and sum. So we create a string value of 123 and then we want to pass this. So how we will be doing that is integer dot pass int and giving that particular string value. So this will convert it to int. And what is going to happen here is this integer dot pass int will give a integer wrapper class data type value back, and that will be automatically unboxed to this particular int primitive data type. Like we discussed autoboxing and unboxing above, same thing will happen again here. So like that we are having integer phone dot long value. Let's say you have declared a variable of integer and you want to convert that to long, so we can do dot long value. Like that values we are having character wrapper class, long wrapper class, boolean wrapper class, all these things we are having. And for string and object, we have two methods, compare methods. For string, we have compare. So if we want to compare two strings, let's say A and B, so we will give correct. This character wrapper class is having a method called compare, and using that we can compare these two characters. So what is going to happen is they are having some ISO code value A and B, and those value will got converted, and that those difference will be given as the output. So in this case, minus 33 will be given, and that our object class is having a method called compare to. So this in this wrapper classes, this compare method is a new defined method, while compare to method will again be there because all these primitive classes are nothing but extending the object class itself. So we will be having a compare to method in which we can do the same thing by compare to method also, but how it will differ is that compare method. So let us see compare method first. So if our two characters are equal, so this particular method will return 0, and if character 1 is less than character 2, then it will be returning a value less than 0, so minus 1 it will return. And if character 1 is greater than character 2, then it will be returning a value greater than 0, which will be a plus 1. Similarly, the compare to method runs, but it runs on object instead of this particular specifically character class. It will be running on an object level. So that is the difference between these two methods. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Till then, see you in the next video.